Barron Trump, born on March 20th, 2006, is the youngest of Donald Trump's 5 children. His mother, Melania Trump, was the First Lady of the United States from 2017 to 2021. Unlike his older siblings, Barron has largely stayed out of the public eye, with his parents choosing to protect his privacy. While much is not known about his personal life, Barron's upbringing has been one of luxury, surrounded by wealth and power. He grew up in Trump Tower in New York City, a symbol of his family's business empire, and later moved to the White House when his father became president. Growing up in such a privileged environment, Barron was exposed to the highest levels of wealth, politics, and influence from a young age. He attended prestigious schools and had access to the world's top tutors and mentors. Despite his relatively low profile in comparison to his siblings, Barron's life has been marked by constant media attention. His father, Donald Trump, has always been in the spotlight, and Barron's status as his son Owen. His name is synonymous with wealth, luxury, and success. The Trump Organization, which was founded by Donald's father, Fred Trump, has grown into an empire that spans across industries, such as entertainment, hospitality, and consumer goods. However, Barron's wealth might not just be inherited. He could also play a direct role in expanding and diversifying the family's business interests. Whether he chooses to keep the family business intact or venture into new industries, Barron's connection to such a large and diverse portfolio of assets would put him in a position to amass a fortune that far exceeds his father's current wealth. The concept of a trillionaire is so vast that it feels almost like science fiction. However, if Barron Trump were to inherit a $1 trillion fortune, the implications would be staggering. Barron would not just be a wealthy businessman. He would be one of the wealthiest individuals on the planet, potentially controlling an economic empire larger than some countries. His wealth would likely transcend traditional industries and touch every corner of society, from technology to healthcare to international finance. A trillionaire lifestyle for Barron would mean access to the most exclusive and opulent experiences the world has to offer. He could own private islands, massive super yachts, and several private jets, making the idea of transportation almost irrelevant. Luxury cars and exotic vacations would be just the beginning. With such wealth, Barron could fund his own ventures into industries like space exploration, artificial intelligence, and green energy, all while still holding a vast stake in real estate, entertainment, and hospitality. Barron would have the power to shape entire industries. A trillionaire could fund research into medical breakthroughs, solve environmental challenges, or invest in emerging technologies like quantum computing or AI. His influence could extend to philanthropy, where he could lead massive global initiatives to address the social issues, poverty, or climate change. The sheer scale of his wealth would enable him to make an impact that few could even imagine today. While the idea of being a trillionaire sounds like a dream come true, it comes with immense challenges and pressures. A person who holds such vast wealth is not simply able to enjoy their fortune. They also become the target of global scrutiny. Barron Trump, as the heir to a $1 trillion empire, would face complex responsibilities. The weight of managing trillions of dollars would bring significant challenges, from ensuring success of the family business to addressing global concerns like taxes, ethics, and business practices. A trillionaire would also face constant pressure from investors, stakeholders, and even governments. In Barron's case, his father's political history would add another layer of complexity. With public scrutiny on his family, Barron could quickly find himself under the microscope as people question how he inherited such wealth and whether he can live up to the high expectations set by his father's legacy. Furthermore, Barron would need to navigate the risks of running global businesses. Geopolitical tensions, economic downturns, and technological disruptions could all threaten the stability of his fortune. Even with enormous wealth, maintaining that wealth requires careful management, strategic thinking, and a team of skilled professionals who can help mitigate risks. Barron might also face ethical dilemmas, balancing the pursuit of profit with the need for social responsibility and sustainability. Living up to the legacy of a trillionaire family would not be easy, and Barron would need to make decisions that could impact the future of industries, nations, and even the world itself. As Barron Trump grows older and eventually takes on the responsibility of running his family's empire, the future of the Trump name could evolve in unexpected ways. The legacy of his father, Donald Trump, has already left a lasting mark on the world, especially in business and politics. However, Barron's influence could take the family's legacy in a new direction, particularly if he decides to expand into emerging fields like technology, artificial intelligence, or space exploration. The Trump Organization's real estate holdings could expand globally, but Barron could choose to diversify the family's business portfolio into industries that shape the future. Barron's future could also involve a new approach to philanthropy. Given the challenges the world faces today, from climate change to social inequality, Barron might choose to focus much of his resources on creating positive change. His wealth would give him the freedom to fund large-scale initiatives, from sustainable cities to groundbreaking healthcare research. With his billions or even trillions, Barron could become a leader in addressing global issues, using his wealth to effect real change and leave a positive legacy that extends far beyond business. Ultimately, Barron Trump's future as a trillionaire is still a mystery. However, one thing is certain. His wealth and influence could transform not just his family's empire, but the world itself. The decisions he makes will not only shape the Trump legacy, but could also help define the direction of the global economy and future generations. So, what could Barron Trump's future look like as a trillionaire? Perhaps he becomes a space magnate like Elon Musk or Jeff Bezos. Maybe he revolutionizes renewable energy or is known for his monumental contributions to science and medicine. One thing for sure, Barron Trump's wealth and influence will likely be legendary. But more than just numbers, his legacy will be about what he chooses to do with that power. Will he follow in his father's footsteps as a real estate mogul, or will he chart his own path toward changing the world? As we imagine the incredible future of Barron Trump and his potential rise to becoming a trillionaire, one thing is clear. His journey will be nothing short of fascinating. Whether he follows in his father's footsteps or forges his own path, Barron's impact on the world could be profound. The possibilities are endless, and the future is wide open. The trillionaire life of Barron Trump is a fascinating thought, leaves us wondering just how the world will change when the next generation takes the reins. If you enjoyed this glimpse into Barron Trump's potential life, make sure to hit that subscribe button for more content exploring the world of wealth, power, and the next generation of billionaires. Thanks for watching.